Hi guys, hello. I hope and trust that you have been well and that you've been kept safe by God and that you are healthy. Yeah. So, welcome much into our today's short clip. We are going to learn something small, something brief. So, feel at the right place and at the right moment. So, welcome back into my YouTube channel. And before we proceed, consider subscribing, consider sharing, and consider liking. Yes, sir. So, I'm privileged today to share with you something brief and something that is very vital in our life. I'm going to share something brief concerning auto-suggestion. Yeah, it's a very wide topic, but to someone it may be very brief. So the moment I am timing our topic today, auto-suggestion, I'm talking about what normally I can define it as what you normally tell yourself or what you normally think upon yourself. Yes, because the moment you are speaking about auto-suggestion, uh, it's something that is more of personal. Yes, it's not about what you hear from outside, but it's something that you say or something you think upon yourself. Yes, and because our mind is the greatest magnet of all things that's pertaining in our life, so you have to understand that your brain is wired in such a way that whatever you feed it with, it takes very seriously, and it brings into realization what you tell it. Yes. So whatever you tell yourself, whatever you think upon yourself, most of the time it comes to happen. Yes. So whatever you auto suggest unto yourself, it may be positive or it may be negative. Yes. But in whichever way, it must fulfill in your life. Yes. So I may give a brief example about it. For example, you find that some people, whenever they are going for even brief things like an interview, so instead of them citing themselves that, oh, this one is going to succeed, so instead of them thinking that direction, you came to realize that they have a negative mindset that, oh, I'm not much qualified for this position, or this position doesn't require somebody like me, you see. And even if I present my documents or I present myself, I'm not going to succeed in it, you see. So instead of that person having that positive mindset or thinking like, this position is meant for me and I'm qualified for it, you see, and you will find automatically that even by the time he or she will be receiving the result of that interview, the probability of him or her failing is very high. You see, because that is something that he or she had already confirmed into his mind. So the results themselves are just as confirmation of what you are thinking about. Listen. So having a positive mindset in terms of auto-suggesting something that is very positive in your life, it's something that is very vital. And you have to understand that whatever you feed your mind with in terms of thinking, in terms of analyzing the situation or the circumstance around you, it takes it positively, and it has its own way to bring into realization what you are thinking of, honestly. So majority of people, and a given percentage of people, you normally have that challenge, yes, and instead of them thinking about something that is positive in their lives, so in every moment you find that whatever they are thinking or whatever they are talking about themselves, it is always negative, you see. And the brain or the mindset that you are embracing, the moment you start to have those talks or those sorts of thinking, they will always be manifested in your life, you see. So auto-suggestion is something that is very vital and you are supposed to understand as long as you live, you see. Because it will help you to maneuver on in this life. Someone may ask me how. Like let me give you, or let us refer back to that example I've given concerning the interview. You see that the moment you fail in that interview or in that sort you had gone, you realize that because now that what you are thinking on, it has been already stamped. Yes, so you started to develop a very low, your esteem starts to go down, you see, because now whatever you are thinking or whatever you are talking about concerning yourself, it has come to pass. So one effect is that it will make your self-esteem to go low, you see, and instead of you searching yourself in all matters pertaining in life, you find yourself in everything you're considering like you're trying. So it's not something that you are sure you're going to succeed in it. So you always find yourself in each and every circumstance. It's like you're trying. So you're not serious. So you're not having that final picture that what you're thinking on or what you're talking about concerning yourself is going to succeed or be manifested positively. So you see that in each and every circumstance you develop that negative aspect or that negative mindset. So you start to develop what we call low self-esteem. Yes, and the moment you develop low self-esteem, so the chances of you failing in a lot of circumstances is very high. Yes, because you're not confident in yourself, so you have doubts, and the moment doubts comes in your life, then you start to, even whatever you are doing, you are not taking it very seriously because you are just doing it as a matter of trying. So you'll find yourself failing in a lot of things. But remember the source, it's the autosuggestion aspect that you have upon yourself. Whatever you think upon yourself, whatever you speak about yourself, so that's the origin of even aspects of low esteem. So it's my challenge to you, it's my encouragement to you, or my advice to you, that let your auto-suggestions be very positive. Yes, because the moment you start to think negatively about yourself, then where do you consider you are heading to? You see, by the moment you develop that aspect of positive auto-suggestions in your life, you will find that out of the fulfillment of what you are thinking positive in your life, or what you are speaking positively upon your life or about yourself, once those aspects or those thoughts come into you, or they are realized in your life, or what you are thinking about positively has come to be realized in your life, you see that you develop confidence and you start to develop a high self-esteem. So in whichever circumstances, in whichever way, so you are able to analyze the situation and feel like, yeah, this one I'm going to handle it, because you are confident. Because if the other circumstances were able to maneuver on successfully, so, and your mindset has been set in such a way that your brain has that aspect of taking that aspect or that situation positively, so, and flashbacking in a certain circumstance or in a certain situation whereby through a positive autosuggestion you are able to succeed. So even in another circumstance or in another situation, you'll be able to develop that confidence that even this one is going to succeed. So I can encourage you that learn to develop a positive autosuggestion. Despite the environment or despite the circumstances that are around you, learn to develop a very high and a positive autosuggestion in your life. Because the moment you develop those aspects, then, and once your self-esteem has grown to that higher level, so you'll find that you have the ease to do a lot of things. Because you have already developed that confidence, you have already developed that aspect of knowing that whatever you think positively, it is going to succeed. So you'll find yourself while succeeding in a lot of things, you are succeeding in a lot of situations, the circumstances. So you'll find out that in most of circumstances, despite them being tough, despite of them being challenging, you remain at par. You remain at a position that you can be able to handle them positively, because you have already auto-suggested to yourself that you can make it. You have already auto-suggested to yourself that this thing I'm going to make it successful. So the brain or the nature, the nature itself has its own way to bring into realization whatever you are thinking upon. So I can encourage you, try to develop those aspects of positive self-auto-suggestion. Don't listen to what people are saying about you. Don't listen to what the circumstance is defining about you, but learn to develop that aspect of having positive auto-suggestion upon yourself. And out of that, you're able to maneuver on this life, because this life, Banze, it's not something like we are living in aspect of trying, but the moment you live it in the mindset of I must achieve, despite the condition or the situation, I must achieve. Yani, you'll be like, achieving is my portion, and you auto suggest that into yourself. Any moment a negative wave tries to come into your mind, you auto suggest something that is positive upon yourself or about yourself. You say that this situation is very simple for me. This thing is very simple for me, and I'm going to succeed it very easily. You see, so the moment you train your mind to think in that direction, automatically your mind and the nature itself has its own way to bring into realization what you are thinking. So take that very, very positively, because it has worked in a lot of people, I included. It has worked in me, and you feel like you are not troubled, you are not straining in circumstances, because even if they are tough, you have also suggested a positive aspect into your life, and because you understand that, or you have trained your mind to understand that success is your portion, so there is no way you are going to experience that challenge. So it's my advice to you, it's my challenge to you, that even as you live, even as you focus in all your aspects of life, try to have positive auto-suggestion in your life. So I never had much for today, but I felt it is very vital for me to share that brief topic with you, because I understand the moment you may put it into place, you'll have something to tell me that, you advise me somewhere, and because I love sharing my ideas, I love to share what I have in my mind, and because I have loved you, and because you have been my good friend, following what I normally share in the YouTube, so I consider sharing that brief topic with you, because I know if it has helped me somewhere, it will also be something of great aid to you. So I never had much for today, it's just that. And before you consider leaving that channel, remember to subscribe if you are new here, remember to share, remember to comment, and remember to like. So I never had much for today, and let us meet for another brief sharing like that very soon. So be blessed and have a blessed moment. Bye bye.